Welcome back. And where are we? Dalat, Vietnam. And it looks like a little European city, and the temperature is as well. I've got jeans on for the first time in 3 months. Shit, it's cold here, especially at night. It's not too bad now. So I'm just going to quickly go to a coffee shop, as I don't have any access to coffee in the hostel I'm staying in. I arrived yesterday after a 4-hour sleeper bus journey from Munich. So I've only been here less than 24 hours, so I don't really know the city that well. But I'm going to grab a coffee and then talk to you about what my plans are for the day. Your guess is as good as mine, to be honest, but I know there's a few really nice places in Dalat that are must-sees, so let's go and check them out. So in today's video, it's just going to be a tour of Dalat. I've only been here less than 24 hours, so I know as much of the city as you do. When I went from my bus to my hostel, I went through this really nice, quite big park which had a massive artificial lake. So I'm going to nip there now. I've also heard of a bit of a famous dish that's in this part of Vietnam called banh bao. Not sure if I'm pronouncing that right, but I'm going to taste that a little bit as well. There's quite a famous little restaurant that's quite close to the park, so I'm going to show you guys that as well. And there's also a really nice Buddhist temple that I want to check out here called Linh Son Pagoda. So we're going to have a little walk around there as well. And who knows, towards the end of the day, there's this absolutely brilliant bar called Maze Bar. And I actually heard about this bar even before I came to Dalat, so I might check that out as well. And as I sit here and drink my afternoon coffee, I like to give you a little bit of information about the city of Dalat. Dalat is the capital of the Lam Dong province and is the largest city of the Central Highlands region in Vietnam, located 300 kilometers northwest of Ho Chi Minh. The city sits 1,500 meters above sea level, which is why it's a little bit nippy and is completely different contrast to the other tropical climates that you'll get in other parts of Vietnam. And apparently mist sits on the valleys of this surrounding area all year round, leading to its name, the City of Eternal Spring. If anyone has any idea what these are, let me know. Flavoured popcorn, but I'm not sure it is. Bap Rang Bo. I might have to look that one up when I get home. As I walk the perimeter of the park, I'm really struggling to find an entrance. And the reason is because there's actually a golf course just to the right hand side of me, which is the reason why I can't actually find an entrance to the park that surrounds it. So we'll just keep going along the perimeter and then hopefully find an entrance eventually. I kind of wish there was a driving range here. I could really do with a round of golf at the minute, but just don't have the time, sadly. Hopefully I'll play on the course one day. Here we are, the entrance to Dalat Palace Golf Club, which is in the grounds of the park. I'm going to have a wander up to the entrance, see if I can just see some sort of price list. I'm not sure if it's a members only club or a private club or a public club. We'll see if we can find out. Playing golf in Asia does seem a pretty good pastime. So basically I just need to get loads of subscribers on my channel so I can afford to retire and then just play golf in Asia. One nice thing is when you're vlogging is you naturally become very inquisitive. So if I was just walking past there, I might not have like had to walk up to the entrance, but because I'm filming things, you just you end up being quite confident walking anywhere, you know. Maybe don't do that in every country. Quite fortunate to be starting my journey in Asia. When I talk about it being like a European city, this is what I mean. I don't think this is traditional Vietnamese, do you? So there's little things like that. It's weird, you wouldn't even think like you're in Vietnam here sometimes. One slight error I've just made. No wonder I can't find an entrance to the park. The park doesn't exist. When I was looking, I thought a golf course was like on the edge of a big park. But I've actually realised that when I looked at the most valuable tool for travelling, aka Google Maps, the massive green area that I could see on Google Maps, that's all the golf course. The golf course is absolutely massive. It's a little bit more than just your pitch and putt. So I was looking for a park that wasn't even there. Anyway, it's nice having a walk around this artificial lake anyway, catching a bit of sun. So I'm just gonna have a wander around, and then we're gonna go and get some food. I want to try this really famous dish that's part of Dalat, so let's go and find some food, should we? And I have noticed over the last 24 hours while I've been circling these lakes is that you often get local fishermen here, and some of the catches are actually quite big, so even though it's an artificial lake, there's still plenty of food there. And there's also definitely worse places to pitch a tent. Absolutely stunning. I did see a sign back there that said no pitching tents or fires, and I've seen both, so in Dalat seem incredibly friendly, more friendly than Ho Chi Minh. Just as I say that, everyone on motorbikes is coming and saying hello to me as they're I've had it about 5 times today, so I'm not sure, they might not be used to like vloggers here as much as they do in Ho Chi Minh, but everyone's incredibly friendly in this city so far. Even though I've only wandered around the centre of Dalat for a couple of hours, I really like it here. I mean, if you want authentic Vietnam, Dalat's not going to be your place. I mean, there's a lot of artificial stuff here. Artificial lake, golf course, artificial European buildings. But there's nothing wrong with that for a few days. I mean, I reckon a lot of Vietnamese families probably have got a little bit of money. They probably come here for a bit of a holiday, and it's very much a kind of a couples and a honeymoon paradise. Sorry I had to stop there. The horse actually nearly got run over. That's the trouble. Horse and carts and Vietnamese traffic. You couldn't have a more polar opposite of a mix. That is waiting for an accident. I've experienced temperature changes in quite a lot of places, but this might be the number one. It's actually boiling at the minute. I am way overdressed. I've got an anorak and a pair of jeans on, but in 4 hours you will honestly almost need a woolly hat and a hoodie. It was so cold last night, and tonight's going to be no different. They do say all 4 seasons in one day here, and it's certainly right. You can go from summer to winter in 4 hours. So yeah, hopefully I don't regret my choice of attire. made it after about 2 hours of walking. This is a really famous little restaurant in Dalat, and I believe it's actually called, what the dish is also called, Bambi Salfor. I'll put it on a link below this video. I am absolutely starving. I've been waiting about 10 minutes to get served. This place is heaving. So yeah, if you want to come and enjoy some authentic Vietnamese cuisine, this is the place to come to. When I sit down, I'll try and mention what's actually in the dish, the ingredients. And as you can see, an incredibly small kitchen, if you can even call it that. It looks like a lot of things here are kind of pre-made, but it must be nice if this many people are sitting here. And I'm having the top one on this list, but I'm sure I'll be having the other two very, very soon. I've been very lucky really. The reason I couldn't sit outside the restaurant is because it's not owned by that restaurant, and inside is just completely full. They've been really kind to me and allowed me to eat outside kind of another restaurant that's next door. So I told you people in Dalat were nice. So yeah, no wonder people travel far and wide for this dish. It's absolutely stunning. So you got these steamed rice cakes, which taste a little bit like dumplings in a way. You've then got these shrimp that are covered in this red sauce. Really, really nice. You've also got fried onions on top with a little bit of spring onions, all combined with these pork scratching like things, which taste like pork scratchings. Absolutely stunning dish. I'll be having this again. Cheers. That will honestly go down as one of the nicest dishes I've had in my travels. That was absolutely stunning. Whatever that red sauce was that was on top of the shrimps was absolutely stunning. So yeah, 50,000 Vietnamese dong that costs. I'll be in there same time, same place tomorrow. But I might actually try another dish. All three dishes that they sell all look great. Right, let's keep going. I'm really enjoying today. I'm so much more energized after having a couple of days off filming. That 30 filming in 30 days took it out of me a little. But yeah, I'm wide awake. Good night's rest. So let's go and see this Buddhist temple, should we? And here we have it, the entrance to the most famous Buddhist temple in Dalat, the Little Son Pagoda. Now I'm not 100% sure about filming and stuff, so I'm going to film outside and then let's nip inside and kind of see what happens. Let's go. If anybody knows what this is, comment down below. Let's see if we can take a peek. What you've noticed about Dalat as well is like the greenery, the plants, the trees, the flowers, all really, really nice here. And I imagine it has something to do with the climate and obviously how high it is above sea level. You've got pine trees here, you've got all sorts. Peaceful in this Buddhist temple. And as you can see, this temple is pretty nice. Relaxing, peaceful, all the above. Just what I need. And it's only actually about 100 years old, so it's actually fairly new. And there's absolutely no one about. I've got the whole place to myself. And obviously you've got the shrines and the temples there, but you've actually obviously got the grounds around it as well. We've got these nice pine trees where you can just sit and relax. Hear the birds tweeting in the background, that type of thing. When you've spent about 3 months in Bangkok and Ho Chi Minh, this is quite welcome. Just to rest my feet a little bit, rest my body, rest my mind. Yeah, this is the place to do it. Absolutely lovely. I need to come to more Buddhist temples really. They're just so relaxing, especially if they're in the middle of a city. And that was a nice Buddhist temple, wasn't it? So if anyone's ever in Dalat, make sure you go and check it out. So the final place. What a day it's been. So let's go to May's bar, should we? As I mentioned before, I've heard about this bar quite a lot, so I'm going to see why it's so good. And as I walk to the bar, I want to tell you 3 things that this city doesn't have compared to other cities. They don't have any air conditioning here, and I suppose that's not really needed as we're so high up from sea level. There is also no traffic lights in the entire city. Thirdly, because it's so steep, there is no bicycles here. So just 3 little random things that there is none of that you will find in every other city in Vietnam. Quite funny, I actually took a picture of this bar or cafe. I didn't really know what it was, but this is May's bar, so a good sign when you're taking pictures of it and you don't even know that this is the place you're supposed to be. Let's take a look. Pretty funky bar, I must admit. It's like something out of Harry Potter. Whoa. You can see a pretty cool quirky bar, and the view's pretty nice here. It's not spectacular, but it's a pretty nice view over Dalat, and especially right at the end when you can see that mountain over there. So, just gonna chill down here, have my little coffee and relax. Welcome to Dalat. Pretty cool view, huh? Not a bad spot to have a coffee. Thank you to everybody who watched my video. Really enjoyed making this one. I've got a couple more days in Dalat. What I'm gonna do, who knows? You'll have to watch and find out. Less work, more travel. Off back to the hostel now. I will see you on the next one tomorrow. All the best.